Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. It has been some time since I last updated in the video or recorded a video, and today I'm going to one shot cover what I have posted in December and what to look out for in the index movement going forward. So this is the last week of 2023, and we shall start off from the 4th of December when I posted Sembcorp Industry on that day, and then what you saw that day was a promising sign for Sembcorp Industry, but a twist of the story happened. So I'm going to go through with you later on. Sembcorp Industry did not actually follow this bullish inverse head and shoulder pattern. Then followed by Bumi Tama. Right, Bumi Tama also was the beamer of the market. As you can see, then early December market was on a sell-off. You can see Hang Seng was going down, STI was struggling at the low, and there's only few counters that was moving on an uptrend. As you can see, Bumi Tama was on an uptrend, but unfortunately, as the market returned to bullishness, the whole market forgot about Bumi Tama. So I'm going to go through that as well. Then we have Keppel Corp. Wow, Keppel Corp is performing well, and I was anticipating a potential retest of 705, 695 to 705. And let's see whether Keppel Corp can break out from 705 today. And then AEM, I posted a hammer here, and then with a follow-up later on recently. And then the CSC Global. CSC Global with the potential higher low here. Let's see whether it can cross this level. So it's a bit small here. I like to zoom in. So once you zoom in, you'll be able to see the resistance for this CSC Global is 0.445. I apologize for those who receive the email and cannot see the number clearly. You've got to zoom in to see that. I hope you're able to do that, because there's nobody getting back to me about the numbers or about the charts. So just in case if you don't see anything, please let me know, because sometimes the laptop resolution is way too high that it actually make the numbers very small. Okay, so let's go back to 100% here. So CSC Global, and then we have this counters, Capital and Invest, ST Engineering. So the market was looking at this interest rate cut, and Capital and Invest is one of the counters that are sensitive to interest rate. So they projected the result to be bad next year, or at least the valuation of their properties is going down. So it is a tough resistance level to break over here, 313. So this resistance zone, if market can overcome it, of course it will be strong. But then I was saying that there was a hammer here, so I'm going to explain more later on. Then ST Engineering, strong resistance at 383. As I see, it breaks up from the downtrend line, seems to be bullish. So we shall see whether it can clear 383 later on. Then as I mentioned, interest rates, I also talk about REITs. So I posted quite a number of REITs over here. So congrats to those who actually took part in the REITs rally. And yeah, you can see Mapletree Industry over here, right? The 232 was the breakout point, and this is Capital Invest. I have to zoom in again. 285 was a breakout point, and then Fraser Center Point 226 is a breakout point. Going back, I have UMS. rather Keppel Corp again, and then City Development before UMS. So Keppel Corp updated in the email rather. We can see Keppel Corp holding well at the support level and waiting to move up. And yeah, and then we have very good opportunity for City Development to break out to hit 662. Back that was 14 December. Then 15 December UMS, we saw, or I see the opportunity here for it to form the ascending triangle. So let's see how UMS perform. Then I have this Hong Kong land. So Hong Kong land, we have the chart here where the resistance at 340 got to break, and then the projected target is 370. This is a double bottom formation. As you will remember, double bottom formation is a trend reversal pattern if the counter can break out successfully. Then we have Rex. I have Rex here. Okay, so Rex has a resistance at 179 and projected, or rather expected it to go to this level and beyond. So let's see whether where is Rex later on. And then Joe Energy Food Empire. So Joe Energy was an update, I believe. Okay, so expected it to break 305 resistance, and the next major resistance is 34, and then followed by Food Empire. Whether it can break out from this ascending triangle means a myth. So 1.18 will be the resistance to break. And then City Development update again. So just now I mentioned that it can break out to hit 662, and you can see here it actually break out to go to a 676 high before it pull back to give us another opportunity, and I have so this is a follow-up posting. So if you have traded in both actions, congrats to you. You will be in the money right now. Citrum, the inverse and shoulder pattern, projected target is 122. Okay, so let's see where Citrum is going. And then we have Venture. So I mentioned Keppel Corp earlier. Then we have Venture to continue higher to 1475 if it continue its uptrend. So it has an inverse and shoulder breakout already. And Wilma has to cross this 351 level to go to 357 in order to survive, right? And not going into a downtrend. And then AEM, UOL. So AEM, just now earlier you saw the hammer. You can see AEM rebounded and then pull back. Second opportunity here. And this time round is a symmetrical triangle pattern. And we shall see whether it can break out. And hopefully it can go to a projected level at 394. UOL has a huge symmetrical triangle as well, but there's a chance for it to catch at the low over here where it may rebound towards 633. And if we can rebound above 633, then there will be a breakout of the symmetrical triangle pattern. And then, of course, next will be beyond 647 if the bullishness continue. Next will be today will be DBS and UMS. So we have DBS breaking up from its double bottom formation, which I like to highlight. And here we have a resistance to watch at 3290, then followed by 3341. So let's see whether it can hit to 34, my ultimate target. And then UMS update over here. Okay, so without further ado, let's go with the chart. So there's a lot of stocks to cover. And let's start with Sembcorp Industry. So Sembcorp Industry, then was an inverse head and shoulder pattern. Then you can see a sudden sell-off over here, which created a lot of commotion, and the volume was not low. And the stocks managed to hold its ground over here, and now it's rebounding back towards its resistance at 526. And you can see a higher low here, so the stocks is returning to bullishness, especially if it can break out from 526. I must say, those who sell off heavily over here really kill off a lot of bullish trader, and it really takes a lot of courage for you to pick up this counter again using this hammer pattern. And that's why you know, it's not easy, right? If you have taken this hammer pattern and traded back into Sengkang Industry, now you will be making back your losses, especially those who have cut loss over here. And if those are still holding, ignoring this sell-off, congrats to you. There is a chance for Sengkang Industry to break up above 526 and go beyond. Then we have the next counter that I want to share, which is Bumi Tama. Okay, so Bumi Tama, these are the two disappointing counters so far. So you can see Bumi Tama, you know, killing us softly, going down. So there was some encouraging sign yesterday with a good rebound, but did not follow through selling today. So I got to continue watch. The stocks right now is holding above its previous resistance support at 58.5. And there is still chance for it to go back to its bullish way, especially if it can break out from this channel. So I can see a channel over here right now. You see a downtrend channel here. Once it goes back to 60.5 and break up from there, there might be a chance for it to continue higher. Then talking about the REITs, so like I mentioned, if you have taken part in Mapletree Industrial, 232 was a breakout point. As the Fed signal for interest rate hike stopping, and of course cutting next year multiple times. So you can see the REITs begin their recovery, and we can see the breakout point at 232 was compromised easily as the stocks break away from this resistance and then hit to 251 high. The resistance at 253 may be tested again, okay, because this was a previous support. Now will be a resistance for the stocks. So let's see whether Mapletree Industry can continue this uptrend higher. And let's look at Kaplan Ascenders REITs. So the counter managed to break out from its resistance here, the major resistance at 285, and you can see now it's approaching $3. So this is a very good sign for the counter, and $3 is the resistance, and it used to trade above $3 range, and I always believe that anything below $3 for Ascenders REIT is a good buy, right? And we shall see whether it can breach this $3 and continue higher towards this 302 and 314 level. Okay, so $3 to watch, and the trend is looking good. As you can see, the higher low here, and seems to have a chance for it to break out for the next higher high. Then we have Fraser Centerpoint Trust. So Fraser Centerpoint Trust unfortunately didn't perform as good as Mapletree Industry and Kaplan Ascenders. It still didn't manage to break up from its major resistance here. Right, it is still at 226. While still not as bad as the trend is still not bearish, it is actually tuning towards bullish. So let's see whether you can break up from resistance. And let's toggle back to the email, see what counter I should cover. Yeah, Kappa Corp AEM, CSE Global. Okay, so Kappa Corp, so one shot cover all the coverage here. So you can see 306 hit right this morning Okay, now trading at 305. Okay, and 305. Sorry, not 305. I beg your pardon. Not 3. 705, 706. Yeah, 705, 706 tested, and it's on the verge of breaking out from this resistance. So if we can continue higher, Viva 747. Let's hope that we can see Capital at 747 sooner than expected. Okay, and then we have, of course, I'm just covering the updates that I posted. Okay, so if just in case if you have any counters that is not inside here, again, feel free to leave me a message, and I will do some coverage over here. And of course, if you want to know when we enter here, this is an entry point. And of course, here, where we are looking at the stocks holding at support level, yeah. Okay, then CSC Global, the entry point was quite easy, because it gives you a lot of days for you to enter at this 41415 level. Currently it's trading at 435, still attack shorts to this 445 resistance, and let's see whether it can go to 445 resistance. So the trend is still okay as the stocks is gradually going up. And then I had AEM. Right, AEM over here, you see the hammer pattern that actually help you to make some profit if you have taken this opportunity, and it hit the high of 348. And then the next one was here, which I posted with a symmetrical triangle, and now we hope that it can continue higher towards 394 level. But as it's going, it is doing well. So let's see whether it can sustain higher. So AEM is looking good right now. Then we have Kaplan Invest, ST Engineering, Kaplan Invest, CapitaLand Invest, yeah. So CapitaLand Invest has the hammer over here, as you can see, as it rebounded, fell short to hit this resistance. Now it has recovered strongly to hit back towards its resistance at 313, which is looking good. So major resistance at 313 has to break in order for it to break up from this whole consolidation. So far it's looking good for CapitaLand Invest. And we have City Development. So remember here, like I mentioned here, you can profited at this level. And if you have taken part in this hammer pattern, congrats. So we are heading back towards 647 resistance. So not 47, 74, 676 resistance. And if it's really bullish, we shall see a uptrend coming forward. And let's target 743. Okay, going forward, if this uptrend continues, breaking above all the resistance, or even 750. Okay, so this is still just the beginning of the uptrend. If the trend can sustain, 750 is not a dream. Okay, next we shall see ST Engineering. Yeah, ST Engineering. ST Engineering is back at this resistance here, this next resistance. So remember just now I mentioned this resistance at 383. It has been broken. Now it's at 387 resistance, which is looking good. And let's see whether it can break up from there and go to the next one to 394. And yeah, that's all for now. Okay, so I hope that you have sorry, I still have more. Right, so we have UOL as well. UOL, then we have Wilmer, and then we have DBS. Yes. So UOL is going up. The higher low is formed, looking good. Let's see whether it can go to 632 resistance. Okay, Wilmer and Venture. So Wilma 351 tough resistance to break, and today it breaks out. It's broken out from there. So look for the volume. So let's say if I can garner more volume, it will be better. Hopefully it doesn't close low. If it close low, you'll be bad. Okay, let's hope that it can close 354, 355 later on to increase its chance to continue to 363. Then the venture. So venture, the inverse and shoulder happen to be successful right now. It is trading at 1369, and we are looking at the stocks continue its bullishness. So if you follow through the previous update here, venture was highlighted here, and then bearish sign was highlighted here where it pulled back, and again it rebounds. So there are multiple opportunities. Of course, on hindsight you say that, but the best opportunity I must say was here. Right, this is where we posted, and then those who took opportunity here will reap the benefit again. So congrats to you. Okay, congrats to you again. And then the final counters we have here will be DBS. Okay, so DBS double bottom breakout over here today, just boom, rocket up. And let's see whether we can hit 3392 resistance. And hopefully, like I say, the market will be going to continue its rally into January. Okay, so hopefully it can continue its rally into January. Okay, so have a good holiday ahead. So happy New Year to you, and I'll see you next year.